What's going on, Arizona sports fan family? Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Today, what we're going to talk about is what we learned after the Atlanta Falcons game. Let's dive right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Roll that intro. What's going on, everyone? Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Definitely do me one huge favor, smack the like button on this video and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. I honestly do truly feel like we haven't made one of these what have we learned in quite some time because, man, this season has been absolutely brutal for Arizona Cardinal fans, right? We just have to kind of go through the motions, say the same things that we've been saying every single year, maybe next year, here comes another rebuild. It's been very disappointing for Cardinal fans right now, and honestly, I don't blame a lot of Cardinal fans for not showing up at State Farm Stadium when so many, teams come in here and basically invade the nest. I don't blame them, right? We've won one home game. We have 4 wins, and we're probably not going to get any more wins because we got one more matchup, and that's going to be against the San Francisco 49ers. Now, we do have 1 week away from Black Monday, which is, kind of a light at the end of the tunnel. And if you don't know what Black Monday is, basically it's the Monday right after the regular season game, or the last regular season game, where a lot of people just kind of get fired. So I'm hoping and praying that we're going to start seeing some changes made to this Cardinals organization, because if it doesn't, damn, I don't know where we go from here. I truly. Now, if you're wondering, what is that blinky light right behind your head? So I ended up getting a sign made for myself, or actually my wife did, and this is basically what it is. Says the Arizona sports fan there, so if it's distracting, it's going to be there. Let's dive right into it, right? What did we learn from this game? Now, I do truly think that this game was probably one of the best games for the Arizona Cardinals to have. Now, yes, we lost, right? We lost 20-19, but still, I think there's a little bit more positives to take out of this game more than anything. It's probably the best result, right? The outcome for the Arizona Cardinals, because let's be honest, if we won, I think most fans would have been pissed off, right? Because we would have been hearing people say, man, we don't even know how to tank, for God's sakes. So yes, we lost by 1 point, but I do truly feel like this Arizona Cardinal team played very, very well. We definitely got to give some kudos to where kudos is due, and that's going to be to Trey McBride. He had a really, really good game, 7 receptions, 78 yards, 1 touchdown, and one thing I've said about Trey McBride is that as long as we see him progress every single week, and not like one good week and then not doing anything for 2 or 3 weeks and then another good week. Like, I don't want to see that. I want to see consistency within that tight end position. And honestly, we're starting to see Trey McBride getting a lot more opportunity, which I'm actually really excited about. So huge game for the young man. Hopefully he continues to have that success with the Arizona Cardinals organization, because we truly do need it. Marquise Hollywood-Brown as well had a pretty good game, right? 6 receptions, 61 yards after this game. So it's a little concerning there what's going to happen with Marquise Hollywood-Brown heading into the offseason. If he sits the next game, honestly, I truly don't blame him. James Conner was out with an injury as well. I believe they said it was a shin injury, so that sucks. So we're probably going to start seeing less and less Arizona Cardinals starters. Like, we've already been hit with the injury bug, right? But this last week, week 18 for the Arizona Cardinals versus the 49ers, I think it's going to be a lot more brutal for the Cardinals. But David Blau, I think David Blau had a really good game, truly, right? 24 out of 40, 222 yards, 1 touchdown. But not only that, like, I feel like he was like very composed back there. I feel like he did a very, very good job, for what he had, right? Learn the playbook for a short amount of time that he actually did. I think he did as much as he possibly can. I think obviously better than Trace McSorley. I think if we had David Blau versus the Bucs, we might have won that game. So, but truly, like, even if we won that game, like I said a little earlier, it's like, we know who we are right now, right? As Cardinal fans, we know who we are. We're a 4-win team. And I don't think a victory morale win at this very moment in the season isn't going to do very much for the fans. Maybe for the players, right? Because they got something to fight for, because they got jobs that they want to, still fight within the NFL or play within the NFL. At least some players do, but I guess they have things to fight for, and you can tell that in this game versus the Falcons, they truly did want to win. It's just, I don't think the Arizona Cardinals truly need a tank. Like, that's how bad we are. It's just, we're just not a good team. Like, truly, we find different ways of us losing, right? And it's a couple other things that happened, right? Prater ended up missing a kick, and then Andy Lee ended up getting a blocked punt. It's like these little things that are very crucial that doesn't happen usually happens when we lose, and it's kind of one of those things that like momentum can swing over so fast for the Arizona Cardinals and the other team that they're playing with those little things that happen, and obviously not little things but big things that happen like that. So I don't foresee Matt Prater coming back as a kicker for next year. I truly don't. Like, I think he's been hurt so long that I think it's time to kind of move on. So even if they draft a kicker like later on in the draft, or maybe even pick up a undrafted free agent, something like that, I think that would be kind of cool. Maybe explore a different option for the Arizona Cardinals for the kicker, because yes, I think Prater has had a very good career within the NFL, but man, at this moment when he was Mr. Reliable at one point, right? But like every time a player comes to the Arizona Cardinals, like I feel like bam, we just don't do very well at all, and it sucks. It really sucks. I think it's time to move off of Prater. Andy Lee, on the other hand, I think he's really good, a puncher still, but how long does he want to do it, right? He's getting up there in age as well, so I'm not sure exactly how long he's going to do it. All I know is this season, or this offseason, is going to be very crucial for the Arizona Cardinals, right? Well, a lot of draft picks. We got a hype round pick. We got some good amount of money coming our way as well in order for us to spend in free agency. But if you really truly think about it, we might have to retain a lot of the players that are going to be set to be free agents coming into this offseason. So there's a lot of kind of turnover that we're going to see from this Arizona Cardinal roster, which honestly, it's needed. Michael Bidwell even came out and said that he's seen players, try to cut corners, and it's going to affect the way that they play on Sundays, Thursdays and Mondays. But at this very moment, I think Cardinal fans are just ready for an overhaul. We're ready for us to blow this up, because the 4-year experience seems to kind of hit its peak, right, with the 11 wins. But like, yes, we had 11 wins, but it was more the fact of what happened in the playoffs and what happened in the last 5 to 6 game stretch of the end of the season, because it doesn't matter if you start off 7-0, right? It doesn't matter. It's how great of a team you are going into the playoffs. It's going to determine if you're going to be a really good team or not, right? And the Arizona Cardinals just kind of, we do very good in the beginning. Not this year, obviously. 2022 was an absolute wash and an absolute waste of season, but we do very good in the beginning and just kind of crumble, and that's just been the storyline or the stigma of Cliff Kingsbury and what we've been seeing so far. So David Blau, I would love for him to get an opportunity, going into 2023. I'm not sure of a backup, but we'll have to see what happens with Colt McCoy. He's been getting hurt a lot, so yes, he is under contract for 1 more year, but we'll see, right? Maybe he wants to step away and retire like JJ Watt. We don't truly know, but David Blau is definitely somebody that I would love to kind of take into the preseason and give him some more reps in the preseason games. Maybe not making the 53-man roster, really just depending on who we're going to get it. But honestly, I think the backup quarterback is going to be something that we're going to have to talk about a lot this offseason, because Kyler Murray is set to not come back until October. So a lot to kind of unfold here. I think our defense did decent, right? I mean, we've seen some flashes here and there from our defense, but like, we need some new pieces, right? We truly need some young, round talent in this draft to really come in here and give us that dog mentality for our defense. So Isaiah Simmons, he's progressing, right? He's getting better and better. Zaven Collins is getting better and better. Obviously, Budda Baker is out for the season. Jalen Thompson was there, but we didn't really see a lot of him. But a lot of the cornerbacks were hurt in this game, so it's just kind of the storyline of what this Arizona Cardinal season has become. It's just been an absolute waste, to be truthfully honest. So let me know how you guys are thinking about what you learned in this game for the Arizona Cardinals versus the Falcons. Put everything in the comments below, everybody. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day, and as always, go Cards.